Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, when the authorities are going to set out to get you, you know they're going to get you. They're going to use every trick in the book. They're going to blow every tiny thing out of all proportion. And they're going to make sure that you are silenced because your views go against theirs. This is what happens in dictatorships, in Marxist dictatorships especially. We see the pattern all the time now. And I think that this is what's happening to Laurence Fox. He's been charged and is set to appear in court on April the 24th. Now, the crime is spectacular. He's been charged with Section 66A of the Sexual Offences Act 2003, allegedly for sharing an upskirting photograph of TV presenter Narinder Kaur, and he put that on his X account in April 2024. He's due to appear, as I say, in court next month in charges relating to this. Does Laurence Fox strike you as the sort of person who goes around with his phone and shoving it under women's skirts to get a picture? No. Doesn't strike that way for me either. So what could this possibly be? Well, it turns out, and I haven't seen the picture myself, and even if I had, I couldn't show you just in case, because, hey, they've got enough on me already, it seems. I don't want to give them any more any more ammunition. But it seems that this woman was stepping out of a taxi when the photograph was taken. And it sounds very much from the description that it was a paparazzi type photo. Taxi draws up, doors open, someone snap, 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 the way they do. And they've caught her as she sort of lifted her leg out of the taxi to get up to go out. And ladies, you know, if you've got a short skirt on, you've got to be very, very careful how you step out, don't you? It's easy to sort of expose a quick flash of knicker, effectively. And like I say, I haven't seen the photograph, but I'd imagine if the picture was of her stepping out of a taxi, then that's exactly what this picture seems to be. Now, it could be argued that this is down to the woman in question not taking care of her own, shall we say, modesty, if you will. She's the one stepping out and exposing her knicker line. And if some random pap happens to catch that, snap, 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 randomly, whose fault is that? Now, the fact is this picture was put online by someone. Laurence Fox merely shared it. So why are the police coming after him for sharing this image and not going after the original paparazzi who took the image? And if it is just someone stepping out of a taxi, then that isn't upskirting, that's just a random photograph. And she should be more careful not to expose herself in public. Now, I'm not saying it's right, and I think that maybe the picture should have been covered and, allow the woman to have a little bit of decorum. Absolutely. Quite agree. But it seems odd that they're going after him, not the pap, and that, they're doing this as a Sexual Offences Act when it is merely the sharing of a photograph that the woman herself was complicit in creating by not taking suitable care of stepping out of the taxi. But of course, all of that will be put by the side because they're not bothered about protecting the dignity of this TV presenter. It's all about getting Fox. They seem actually to have a bit of a propensity for foxes. Us foxes are in trouble, aren't we? The government really are leading a charge on fox hunting. I've just thought of that. Anyway, I'm going to follow this because he does not strike me as the sort of person that's going around snapping like that. Of course not. And if it is, and it turns out it is just one of those pap photographs of a random woman stepping out of a car and a flasher knicker, well, come on. Come on, for heaven's sake. But that's, like I say, it's not that at all. It's get Fox. How dare he have views contrary to the views of the government. He's going to go to jail for 2 years, isn't he? Well, probably not if he goes to a jury trial. Here's hoping. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Take care. Goodbye.